big night. Just for everyone that was involved in tonight, there were a lot of fighters that you've been with for a while involved tonight in big, important fights for the maturity of their career. Just sum up the night for us.
Yeah, it was a great night. To be honest, it was just great to be in Birmingham for such a big card. I think tonight, Easter Sunday, was always going to be something special, and it delivered. The Clark, because what he went through on October the 12th and what he's had to deal with since, he's come back this quickly and just done that, and you saw the demon sort of leave him after that knockout, which was a great performance. And then Sam Eggington, but then the big man, Ben Whittaker, who has had to put up with all kinds of shit, and the way he came in, the way he didn't let it go to his head, his heart. It was inspiring, I think, for anyone associated with him to see what he's gone through and to see a performance like that under the highest of pressure. And he just showed his levels, and we've always said he's a superstar. He is a superstar. He's the next superstar in British boxing, whether people like it or not. And yeah, very, very proud of him. Unbelievable night, and thank you to the media, thank you to the fans that were here tonight to witness what I believe will be a very, very memorable moment in one of the standout careers of this generation. It was very special.
Ben, when you have someone that is this quickly, building a profile this quickly, his 9th fight sold out, this arena here in Birmingham, I'm curious, well, the viewership numbers are going to be on Sky, obviously huge on Easter Sunday, but when you have someone like that, it's difficult to pace him, because everyone's saying, throw him in here, we need to see him here.
Yeah, look, people, when all the top athletes in every walk of life, people want to drag them down, particularly in boxing. And he's gone so quickly, so high, so quickly. And I said at the time on October the 12th, I think it happened for a reason. I really, truly believe that. And looking back now, we can see that it did. It meant Ben looked in himself, it meant him realize what's important. You know, not many athletes have to deal with a huge amount of fame so quickly, and all the attention and everything, and people in his ear and everything like that you have to deal with. And he dealt with it, and October the 12th, as I say, it happened for a reason. He's put it right, and he'll remember what he put right for the rest of his career, and it's going to stand him in very good stead.
Save Ben Whittaker for last. So Andy Lee, I'm going to come to you. Andy, whenever a boxer goes to a new trainer, it can be hit or miss. Tonight it was obviously a huge hit. Talk to me about the last few months of preparation. So much noise, so much attention, so much everything surrounding this, but you guys were able to internalize it and execute tonight. Just walk me through what you were.
The first things I said to him when he came to Dublin was, I said, I'm not going to have to do too much with you, and I'm going to look like the trainer of the year. And it was only just about putting some structure in place and some guidance in boxing, that's all. Then, as the head coach, you have to steer the ship and be the captain of the ship and delegate, different things, and maybe protect the fighter from different things, outside elements. And that's as much as the job as doing the pads, doing the corner work and things like that. So, you can take the horse to water, but you can't make him drink. So the fighter does all the work. He was the one that had to put up with whatever he went through, all that he went through the last how many months. And I know that dark place because I went through a similar thing after my first loss. That was the reason I reached out to him, because I could see a talent there that was going to go to waste. Not go to waste, but maybe not be realised if he didn't get that guidance. So, yeah, he's a fantastic, first of all, a fantastic human and person, and very generous. There's a lot of people that nobody knows about. And as a fighter, there's no limit, and there's no ceiling to how far this guy can go. He's got all the talent in the world, and he's beginning to put it all together now.
Ben, you need a moment? We'll come to you. I feel like now's the time to ask you a passionate question. Ben, someone of your profile that's grown this quickly. You've dealt with a lot outside of just the boxing. Attention, media, memes, internet, social media, and you internalized it all. You went to Coach Andy Lee, you separated yourself from it all. Just for all of us here, how are you doing now, and how does tonight feel?
Truthfully, nothing's changed, if I'm honest. I knew I should be doing that to people like Liam Cameron, no disrespect. But it was the 6 months out, you know, little things. Stuff like my brother had 2 daughters, and I couldn't really enjoy it too much because what I was going through online. And it didn't really bother me, but it was like even close friends, people that I classed as family left me. They had a lot to say about me. But it was a great time to really just go back to the old Ben Whittaker, you know. Before the Olympics, I locked in, I trained hard, and I dedicated to the sport. My life was moving, 100 miles an hour. Like I said, I come from a humble household where not a lot of stuff really was given to us. So to be in the position of everything coming at me at free will, it was amazing, it was good. But that 6 months out really humbled me, got me closer to God. And the people around me, the small people I had around me was just what I needed. I went to the gym daily, took away the cameras, took away the social media, and just got back to the old Ben. I want to thank my church as well, Living Hope, because I went through that door very quiet, you know, just kept myself to myself, and they just brought something out of me. They brought the old Ben out, and it's an amazing feeling. And then I got a text from Andy Lee. Like I said, a lot of people, they was laughing and smiling behind my back, but he came to me honest and said, come to Ireland, and I truly believe we can get the old Ben Whittaker back. I went out there, we spoke honest to each other, we trained hard, and after a couple of days they went, you're going to knock him out. And I went, no, shut up Andy, like, trust me you will. And I just believed in him, he believed in me, and I went out there and did what I was supposed to do in Saudi. I was supposed to do that, so it's not really nothing too big to me. And glory to God. Amen.
Alrighty, you guys have heard me talk enough. We're going to open it up for questions. Yeah, we got Mike, we got Andrew over there in gray.
Hi Ben, do you remember on October 12th, the first day in the Cameron fight, and I noticed you had Psalm 118:6 on your neck. The Lord is with me, I will not be afraid. What can mere mortals do to me?
Yeah.
You've got Jesus as King on your robe, the gospel choir, able praise to God there. How much of your faith led you to this victory tonight?
Like I said, my lifestyle was moving 100 miles an hour, so I would always ask God, oh, please can I win, but it wasn't really from my heart, it wasn't really from my soul. And that time away, I just stayed with my family, stayed with my close family, went to church, and something just clicked. I said, this is where I belong, this is where I'm supposed to be. And I've never been so happy where I am right now, if I'm honest. I've got a great coach, I've got a great small team, I go to church weekly, and I'm just where I'm supposed to be right now. It's an amazing feeling.
Well, definitely the perfect way to silence all the doubters and the haters and all the critics. I guess 2-part question. The last 6 months obviously has been really tough.
Yeah.
How have you really been able to sort of tune a lot of that out? I mean, the social media is vastly very hard to kind of, get away from it a lot of the time. How do you deal with that? But then also, what did you see in Cameron that allowed you to set up that shot?
Well, firstly, most of them won't say it to my face. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people probably said things about me even in this room, but they won't say it to my face, and that's the thing. But that 6 months, I needed it, honestly. I needed it and I liked it. I was able to just, like I said, I went to the gym daily. I was just training on my own. I was going to the Wrekin when it was snowing, running up there on my own, and I thought, it's going to be great when I'm back. It's going to be great when I'm back. And that's all I kept telling myself. When I'm back, it will be a great night. And I'm back, baby.
As you talk sports, Ben, you've been hounded by pundits, by fans. You've been labelled a quitter, you can't punch, even to the point of being booed into the ring. What did it kind of mean, not only to get the message across, but it's emphatic style? What's the most overriding emotion you're feeling at the moment?
Yeah, if you saw the build-up, I didn't really need to talk. I knew this would happen. I should have done that too in Saudi, but I did a lot of things wrong. If you saw the gloves are off, I did a lot of things wrong. And I won't tell you what it is, but I just wasn't doing the right things I should have been doing. And the performance showed it. But I'd rather that happen then, later on in my career. Me and Andy, we had a great camp. I got to shout out my sparring partners. The Irish name, what is it? Cole.
Who?
Cathy.
Cahill.
That's
Cahill Crowley.
Cahill. I'm still learning my Irish, but there's a lot more people too, but they was my main sparring partners. And Steve, he's fought for a world title himself, and he said, trust me, baby.
Skills pay the bills, baby.
Skills pay the bills, baby. And we just knew what we would do to him, and it wasn't a surprise to me.
Brought back to reality.
Tell him again. But it wasn't a surprise to me what I would do. It's just the raw emotion after. I was like, come on, I'm gonna go and eat Five Guys now. And that was it. But the shot was a peach.
Gunman boxing, some people were saying that it was a premature stoppage, but to me it looked like his eyes were rolling like a Las Vegas slot machine in there. How did you feel about it? Did you feel it was a little bit premature, the stoppage?
Yeah, I just think a fighter knows when he was in front of me, I was hurting him. I was hitting him in the right spots. And if the ref didn't jump in, I was going to keep hitting him till he dropped. His legs went, his knees buckled. And at the end of the day, we speak to each other, we hugged. I said, firstly, I'm happy for what's happened in his career because he's been able to change his life. But he said, I've never been hit like that, it's a fair play. And I said, thank you very much. But I knew it would happen, and that was it.
Bless up.
Thank you.
Andy, just one from me. In terms of reaching out to Ben and how things have gone this camp, when did you reach out to him and when did you build that trust?
Fairly soon, not long after the fight. So I knew all that was going to come his way and how people were talking about it. I knew that wasn't. The fight wasn't a fair reflection of him as a fighter. And with a little bit of guidance, he did what he did tonight, and he's going to do a lot more. So he's like he said himself. I think what happened in October had to happen for him to get to where he is today, and he's got put in place a great team of people all around him, and he's going to go from strength to strength. It's only going to go from strength to strength.
Yeah, Ben, when you see the emotion that Ben's shown up there tonight, how much does it sort of inspire you as a promoter to give Ben the opportunities that will take you up onto that world stage?
Yeah, no, I think, as I said, on October the 12th, it was probably the worst night of my career, if you think about it. I had Fraser Clark in hospital, I had Ben Whittaker in hospital, I even had Eubank Jr. in hospital. I was thinking, Jesus Christ, I thought that was the end. But anyway, we've been, it's been a hard 6 months for everyone. Fraser went through a lot, Ben went through a hell of a lot. And so to see them, forget being their promoter, forget business, forget anything, to see what they had to go through, and everyone can say online, and they sometimes don't treat them like human beings, it's almost like they're figures just from a different space, and they can say whatever they want, and it's disgusting some of the stuff that's said. And to know that there's a human being in there as well, and fighting is the hardest job in the world at the best of times, so imagine having to do with it with that level of scrutiny, that level of attention, but it takes special people to be able to do that and come back. And when I saw Ben doing his usual ring walk, when I saw him doing his usual thing, it hadn't got to his head, it hadn't got to his heart, and that was the proudest thing, I think, for everyone as a friend, that he'd not let them win, he'd not let them win.
Thank you very much.
And he came back and did that, and he said, it's special to see, it really is.
This one's for you. Firstly, I'm an amateur coach, so I teach young lads, I teach young women, and I just want to say thank you for showing emotion. I think young men need to see healthy masculinity, they need to see men cry, they need to know as young athletes that it's okay to feel when win, lose, whatever happened. So thank you for doing that and being so honest. It's really, really powerful. My question is around that really. You know, you are a man of faith, so you believe that God is leading you down a path that is destined.
Yeah.
Do you feel like everything that's happened has actually been exactly what was supposed to happen to make you feel very clear about the, you know, because I think sometimes when things go up, they can come down very fast. So has it helped you kind of restudy the ship?
You hit the nail on the head with that one. That's a very good one. Yeah, I think I've said it in the ring, I've said it backstage. I just think what happened in Saudi needed to happen, and it was gonna happen. I put a couple statuses up subliminally. It's already written, and I think my career is already written. That was supposed to happen to open up a bigger door for me. And I don't want to sit up here crying and getting emotional, but I'm a human. And it's good to show your emotions. I've got a great family, but I wouldn't cry in front of them like that. I've got a great brother, but I wouldn't really cry in front of him like that. I've got a great girlfriend and a coach and friends, but I wouldn't cry in front of them like that. But maybe Jesus wanted me to cry in front of all you lot. But yeah, I'm the best and being end all, because at the end of the day I was supposed to do that. So for me it's, yeah, it was a nice night, but I'm gonna go back, chill out, eat, and get back to it with Andy, because at the end of the day the job's not finished.
All right, that corner over here, 13. Ben.
Yes. Hey, I just want to, sorry, these guys, 13, very nice guys. The other day at the, was it the media?
Yeah.
They took me aside and said, can we pray for you? And I thought, you know what, they didn't need to do that. They took the time to pray.